So how's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Franchise Nation New Orleans Saints franchise live stream. We are live and we are ready to go. I will be checking over here a bit because that is where my camera's here, the chat is over here. But this is a beautiful Shad Houston jersey. I'm excited. A few things I'm going to do to start this off. First and foremost, I'm going to let people kind of file in. I'm going to show my sliders at the beginning, so I'll be able to just crop out that beginning part and make that its own separate video for you guys. Then I'm going to show you the roster currently, and then we're going to kind of dive in depth at what we need to do. So, first and foremost, welcome everybody. I'm so grateful to have all of you here on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon, evening, night, depending on where you are, morning maybe even, for Wednesday. But wherever you are, thank you guys for tuning in. It means the world to me to have you all here. And this is really exciting. I cannot wait to get this started. I already have a lot of things planned. I haven't told anybody exactly what I plan on doing. It's going to be quite interesting. But we need a lot of things as of right now, and we are also required to spend. But I'm going to get to that in a minute. So like I said, welcome everybody. And we are going to start things off with our sliders. Okay, so XP sliders first. The only XP sliders, middle linebackers and corners plus 10%, just because I felt like I needed a little bit of a boost there. They weren't growing quickly enough, especially corners, because they only grow off interceptions for the most part. So there's that. But outside of that, that's really it for the XP sliders. Welcome from the UK, I know there are people here from Germany, from all across the United States and beyond. Here are my sliders. So our accuracy is at 25. I feel like this gets a pretty good balance, good amount of drops. The run blocking is a little high for us, sort of, because our run blocking up the middle isn't high when we run for the most part. It's because of Craig Stevens that we break off a lot of runs because of his extremely high blocking stats, but that's just something to consider. What's up, Adam? Then on the other side, here we go. I did tweak these recently, made them a bit tougher. I think around week 14 is when I did that. So I have yet to see a full season with them. Accuracy, field goal power, minimum player threshold, and then leaving all the penalties the same. Just a very simple look at it. And yeah, so first and foremost, don't worry about overall. It means nothing. Overall literally is a meaningless statistic. It only determines somewhat how the computer handles contracts. But I'll show you guys the roster. It's Ripkowski and Grayson, Ingram, Blackman, and Frank Carter. I did upgrade all my guys, but like I said, I don't care about overall. I upgraded areas that didn't impact overall as much, but were more important. Jamize Alawale, Willie Snead, Michael Thomas, Jerron Brown, Kent Clemens, De'Adrian Florence, De'Adrian Vick, Isaiah Florence, J.J. Atkins, and Deion Wilkinson. Josh Hill, Craig Stevens, and DeMarcus Edens. Armstead, Hugh Thornton and Cole Kreutz. Unger and Jack Allen. Corey Stubance, Andres Pete, Trayvon Kraft. Thank you, Sin. Marquise Luke, Sean Coleman, Cameron Jordan, Richardson, Kruger, Easley, and Devin Wilfork. Rankins and Onyemata, Anthony and Robertson, Shad Houston, Laurinaitis, and Xavier Gooden, Hastings, Fassett, Bro, Dijon Smith, Sanchez McNeil, and Devontae Harris, Harmon and Countess, Von Bell, DeMarco Kidd, Derek Kindred, Javonte Keys, Will Lutz, and Javier Moran. What's up, J-Dish? Official... Hey! Mole, what are you doing in here, man? I have to mod you real quick. Thought I already had you modded, but there you go. What's up, Quantum Gamecocks? Alright, so that's it for all of that. Here are our draft selections as of right now: a first, second, third, 2 fourths, a sixth, and 2 sevenths. And we have an extra 5th round pick next year. No one on the practice squad currently. Some of the things I did with Rakeem Blackman: he's a 77 overall now, but he is now a superstar with 92 speed instead of 91. We boosted some other areas, but I'm going to save that for a storyline a little bit later. I don't want to spoil that for you guys. Because he did do some work this offseason that you're going to hear about. Kent Clements is now quick overall. I'm not really a believer in improving hands for a player. I feel like catching and catch-in-traffic skills are kind of earned through life and not so much taught. I think you can improve upon them in some regard, but I don't think they're as prominent. Spectacular catch, though, that's a matter of timing and things like that. That I'm willing to boost up, and the quick is definitely the big factor. Yes, Joey Shatley got injured, and that's why he retired. Where's Rex Ryan going to end up? Probably in broadcasting. And yeah, the running back is nasty. He is really excellent. So now that we've covered that, let me tell you my plans for some of these guys on the interior. I think Cole Kreutz, Trayvon Kraft, and Corey Stuvance are all good enough to be potential starters. I do want to show you them before we get into before we get any further, just to take a look. So Kreutz's problem is his strength, but he's a great run blocker, great impact. Definitely something useful. In comparison to Hugh Thornton, who is strong, but his stats are not that good. On the other side, we have Stuvance, who is excellent. Good strength, good run block, good pass block, good impact, quick development, etc. And then we have Trayvon Kraft, who's also quick development, 87 strength, 85 run block, etc. So what I'm thinking is that Stuvance is probably going to move to center once Unger is gone, unless we get someone great. And Kraft is good enough that he's probably going to be moved into left guard. Something like that. I think they're both really good. So that's pretty much that. We do need to work out tight end. We need to work out quarterback. And we need to work out some other things. But right tackle as well. I know what this free agency class looks like just a little bit. But I think it's time that we show it. So if you guys are ready, let's do it. So here's one of the things that is important to note. We have not spent a lot of money in the past few seasons, and we are at our cap floor, which means that we not only are supposed to spend, we are mandated to spend. And what better player to get than DeAndre Hopkins? We have $39 million in cap room, and DeAndre Hopkins is the guy that we are going to sign. But before we do that, there's something that needs to be done. Because DeAndre Hopkins is not going to come to this team without a quarterback, right? And there's no one in free agency. We're not going after Kaepernick or Jimmy Garoppolo or anybody like that. We have our eyes set on a rookie, which means that we need to make a trade. And what better way to make a trade than to look for a team with a top pick and trade everything? So we are at 24. The team with the number 1 pick is the Buccaneers, and we're not trading inside the division. But, how about this? The 49ers have the number 2 pick. And they absolutely don't need a quarterback. So you know what we have to do? We want to make it as easy for our quarterback as possible to succeed. So we are going to do this. First round this year, first round next year, and Willie Snead to the 49ers for the number 2 overall selection. And there we have it. We move up to number 2, And with that in store, we guarantee that DeAndre Hopkins will have a quarterback, whether it be CJ Joe, whether it be Michael Wong, no matter who it is, that is the guy. And I took a look at the trade chart, and in reality, this is probably about on par because Willie Snead is better than pretty much anybody in this free in this free agency outside of Hopkins and NFL draft at wide receiver. And with Snead signed for a little while, his value plus 2 first-round picks is more than enough. So now, DeAndre Hopkins, you know the deal. We just put ourselves in a position to sign you. Not only are we going after you and these ridiculous stats, look at this! Look at this madness right here. Oh, he's going to sign. Oh, he's going to sign. The highest average salary in the NFL for a wide receiver is $15 million per year for A.J. Green. That's across 4 years. We are going to be offering DeAndre Hopkins a 5-year deal. Now, one thing worth noting, he has gotten over 1,400 yards each of the past 3 seasons. And he has accumulated 29 touchdowns in that time period. He is worthy of being the best and highly paid wide receiver in the NFL. And why would he want to stay in Houston? What do they have? They don't have a quarterback. So, with that being said, we are going to offer him, taking a look at this, a 5-year deal, $15 million a year. We're going to give him a bigger signing bonus. We're going to give him an $80 million deal flat over 5 years. $80 million over 5 puts him in range to be making, what's that, $80 million over 5? $16 million a year. I think that's pretty fair. So with that being said, that is our first bid. Now let's take a look at who else is in this free agency class. Sam Bradford, Fitzpatrick, like I said, there's no real quarterbacks here. And that's the main reason we're making this move, or we made that move. Running backs, we don't need one at all. We have a good pair. After that, we have to kind of figure this out. I have a feeling that we're going to put Clemens or Thomas in the slot and have Michael Thomas have the opposite one line up wide. That's probably what we're going to do. Moncrief is fine, but no. Let's see, anybody else worth looking at? Probably not. Virgil Green, Jacob Tamme, Gavin Escobar, Orson Charles. Oh, don't worry, I'm not done with the trade just yet. Even though Snead was a very important piece in that, another thing that needs to be mentioned is that I'm not done with the trade part. Because of the way that things go, I could only do 3. And I didn't want to do too much more with it, but we are going to also be trading our second 4th round pick and a 5th round pick next year to the 49ers, and we're going to get a 7th back. That makes it about, actually a 6th back, because that's a little bit much this year. That's the final crux of the trade. So we end up moving a lot to go to this point, based on the chart that describes value and whatever. With the amount of talent at quarterback, you have to do this. Too much realism. Oh, God. Okay. So with that being said, we are forced to spend, and with him being a free agent, there's really no alternative. Tight ends, there's really nobody, which is quite concerning. We really don't have anything we can move here. Waller's a free agent, obviously, but outside of him, there's really nothing. Nobody at tackle. Guard, we don't need a guard. Center, Richburg would be awesome, but it's probably not in our best interest to be spending $43 million on a center when we probably have one on roster. Right guard, same thing. Right tackle, we don't have a stopgap per se. It might be worth drafting a right tackle. We could also try using Anders Pete again there. He was okay. On the defensive side of the ball, we're okay as well. There's Adrian Claiborne, that piece of garbage who ended Joey Shatley's career and caused all of this. So blame him. Okay, just to make it clear, I'll show you the trade in a minute. Defensive tackle, it would be just depth. Justin Ellis? He probably wants too much for literal depth. Carl Davis? Oh, wow, he wants a lot. We can just pick up a free agent afterwards. No point in spending money on that. Okay, outside backer. We don't need, obviously. Middle linebacker. We need a good backup. I think Xavier Gooden's fine. Atachu, Thomas Davis. We have a lot of pieces on roster. We don't really need to change all that much. But we don't have a nickel corner as of right now. Colvin's all right, but not ideal. Cockrell's fast. Ross Cockrell actually might be a nice nickel, but I kind of want to give Sanchez McNeil a shot. So maybe we'll go a little bit lower. Ooh! Ooh! You guys remember Miles Holt. Wow. The agility's not that great, though. Marcus Joyner. Bust to Screen. I'm okay signing Screen to a 1-year deal. Yeah, that's fine. No need to overthink that. Free safety, we're set. Strong safety, we are also set. So, in reality, we're not spending that much money. We do want a quality backup. I mean, we do have Ripkowski. So, maybe not. Oh yeah, there was the matter of kick return. Adam Humphries wanted to test free agency, right? That schmuck. It's not as fast as I'd like. Okay. Ooh, abracadabra. Quincy Enunwa, he's so good. Richard Rodgers Cromartie. Okay, so you know what? We're gonna start with these two. These are the two contracts, and I'm gonna show you guys the. I didn't even see Tyreek Hill, but I will not put him on my team. So for those of you who missed out, to acquire the services of DeAndre Hopkins, we needed to ensure that we would be getting a quarterback. Because of that, we did this. We traded Willie Snead to the 49ers, along with our first round this year at 24, first round next year. Our fourth round pick this year, our second fourth round pick this year, a fifth round pick next year for number 2 overall in this year's draft, and pick 162 in this year's draft. So we traded 4 draft picks and Willie Snead for the number 2 pick in this year's draft and the 6th rounder this year. That is how important this quarterback decision is. I wouldn't have done this if I wasn't high on this quarterback class, and the guy who I look at most is probably Michael Wong being the best. So, with that being said, now that we have guaranteed ourselves a position for a quarterback, we are offering DeAndre Hopkins a 5-year deal worth $80 million, which is $16 million per year. All right. We're going to save, and then we are going to advance. We're not doing the draft tonight because we are going to be doing mock drafts, and I'm going to be tallying all the combine information. Yes, Michael Wong did have a positive draft story. He threw for 589 yards in a win, breaking a school record. So, with that being said, let's advance to week number 2, or stage number 2. If you're just getting here, you have missed a lot. Oh my God. If Michael Wong goes number 1, I'd be so upset because that would mean that whatchamacallit. If he went number 1, that means that the Buccaneers would have given up on Jameis Winston, which I don't think is going to happen at all. Let's take a look at some of these draft stories real quick. Just need to write them down. Okay, Dwayne Cleveland, really fast. Okay. There was an injury at the combine during the vertical test as RG Alex Fulkerts injured his ankle when he landed awkwardly. And then for Jeffrey Durham, he didn't have a terrible combine. All right, see you, Sneaky. But Jeffrey Durham lacked burst around the corner in pass rush drills. Okay. Mock draft is going to be soon. So first and foremost, we just signed DeAndre Hopkins to a massive 5-year, $80 million deal. That is crazy. I don't want Manziel just because he's Johnny Manziel. I know, Buster Screen's the biggest move we could have made. He'll be competing for the number 4 corner spot. Let's see some signings around the league. Okay. So, for those who are just arriving, we made the biggest trade of the season. Basically, we traded a first-round pick this year, which is number 24, our first-round pick next year, one of our fourth-round picks this year, and a fifth-round pick next year, and Willie Snead for the number 2 overall pick this year from the San Francisco 49ers, and a 6th-round pick this year. And then, with the guarantee that we're going to be drafting a quarterback, DeAndre Hopkins signed a 5-year, $80 million deal. So here are the players that signed. Weston Richburg signed with the Redskins. Kenny Vaccaro, another Saints player, going to the Bills. Atachu to the Jets. Will Hill to the Redskins. Moncrief back to the Colts. Harkey, Hicks, Colvin to the Seahawks. Vance Williams. Compton, Drake Kirkpatrick, Bjorn Werner. Okay. So we signed the 2 guys that we wanted so far. Based on our roster, we are at 54 players. And there's not much else that we really want. I just want to see any speed guys who are in here. D'Anthony Thomas obviously is, but he's not as fast as I'd like, and he's decent. I'd rather not spend on a kick returner right now. Just we met our threshold. Don't need to go any higher. Tight ends. Nobody. Mike Glennon is a decent backup. But I think we could pretty much say that what's his name is too. Ripkowski is probably better than anybody here that we would be considering. I mean, Kevin Hogan's not bad, but he's not good. What's that? 86 throw power? Yeah, Hackenberg. Yikes. Oh, he's just awful. Bryce Petty. Thank you. What's whose number? Let's see. Yes, I will be uploading it tonight. Don't worry. Before I do anything more, because I really don't think we need to sign anybody more. After we just did that, I think we're good for a while. Spending ever. I'll probably bring back Darren Waller. He wants a big contract. That's the only issue. I'm okay with the guys we have on roster. Right tackle. Austin Howard. I don't like Watson. Nobody really worth it. Depth on the D-line. We're good there. It's really middle linebacker that I want to bring somebody in as a backup to replace, what's his name? James Laurinaitis. Is Hodges fast? No. Leroy Reynolds. Kirksey's good, but he's too good to be a backup, in my opinion. He won't ever see the field. That's the only issue. Yes, this will be going up on YouTube when it's done. Don't know how long after, but it will be up tonight. Guaranteed. Kyle Van Noy's not bad. D Ford's obviously fast. What's his coverage like? Not good. I know it's a 3-4 outside backer. Van Noy. Still wants too much. I don't want to spend this money on guys who are going to be purely depth. Well, he's too old. Perry Riley? Ugh. And we'll stick with it. Corner, we already addressed that. Free safety, strong safety. Okay. I think we're good for now. We'll bring in an extra quarterback on a 1-year deal. Chase Daniel, what's his arm strength? 83. Ew. That's disgusting. TJ Yates, Landry Jones, Clausen, Anderson. Whedon! Yeah. Yeah, no. I'll bring in Drew Stanton. Why not? 1-year deal. Drew Stanton just so he can dance like a lunatic on the sideline. All right. I'm going to save it real quick, and then we are going to take a look at the combine numbers. I know, he has 85 throw power, but he's cheap. He only wants 970,000. Logan Thomas for tight end. Yeah, in this game, I don't know. All right. So let's take a look at the combine. Start things off with quarterback. Zachary McAllister, who's not really on our board because of his arm strength. He looks like he'll be a good quarterback, but that throw power is too weak. Colby Ditka, great throw power, another early first rounder. But here's the guy who we really want, and it's Michael Wong. Just look at those stats. I mean, this guy's going to be great. 6'6", 22 years old, 232 pounds, out of Pittsburgh. He's up there in all of those. He has good agility to him. He's going to be somebody who might not be fast, but he's going to be good. That's 7.4, 20 yard. It's crazy. Or 3 yard, 3 cone, 7.4. CJ Joe still looks pretty good. Now he's a projected late first. Macon Tomlinson has speed to him. Where's that other mobile quarterback? Eric Murray, 4.62. This guy could be someone you convert. I think Joe won All-Star MVP, yeah. Oh, no, that was Zachary McAllister. Let's see. Yeah, Michael Wong set school single game yard record throwing for 587 in win. That's pretty good. Tomlinson's not that good. Okay, so running backs, Shakir Clark. He's young, but he does not have the speed that we were looking at, which is quite concerning. What's up, Hergenbergen? Let's take a look at running backs. So Shakir Clark was my number 1 running back in this class. The speed's a little low, though. A little bit. Next up was Fluker, who ran a faster 40 time, but not bad. Matt Payton, power back. Lindsey Merritt, 4.38 out of Ohio State. Merritt was the 21st ranked running back due to a C carrying and only C plus stats. Just free agency for this. Dwayne Cleveland. Oh. I can't get him. He's a mid-second rounder. We can't get him. That stings. That's crazy. A 4.28 40. I'm in shock. Let's see. Anybody else? Colors. Jaron Simonette. Antoine Whiting. Now he could be a guy that we take as a Dwayne Cleveland, B- juke, B- ball carrier vision, C+ elusiveness last I checked. But that was when he was a projected 4th rounder. He jumped up that high. Yeah. I already scouted all these players, so Antoine Whiting is going to be someone that we can probably look at for kick return. Definitely someone that we're going to bookmark here. Eldrin Locke, 4.78, not bad. 4.75. Okay. Wide receivers. This is where things get a little bit interesting. 4.47, really agile, great route runner. Jack Percy's definitely a top 10 pick. Corey Screen, 4.4, not very agile though. He's a possession guy though. I mean, that's okay. Devin Hollis, 4.4. Okay. Bronson Hayes. Cecil Ivey, 4.5 as a speed guy, but very agile. Gordon Connors. Marshall Worrell. Rayshawn French, 4.36. Jeez. Jeez. There's some fast wide receivers in this class. C.J. Hennings, not bad at all. Zebedee Lincoln, that 4.6 though. Let's take a look at the guy that we were looking at, Kadarius Mish. Yeah, that looks like about a 7th round prospect. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Okay. Tight ends. Nash Boyman, 4.71. That's a late first rounder. It's too bad we're not going to be around to get him. He'd be pretty good. Zach Mamula. Donald Burris, 4.83, but he's quick. He's agile. Dietrich Casper, strong. Johnny Cummings. Ooh, Naquan Oliver. Has some speed to him. Can catch. Might be worth looking into. Let's see. Left tackle, Jarrell Gaston. Good strength. Chance Hoke. Not bad. Cam DeMan, you have to be following football. I don't understand why you'd think that's unrealistic. I've seen so many of those trades over time, it's not even funny. Literally, it happens all the time. Hell, the Saints traded their entire team, basically, for Ricky Williams. Pony Venable, not bad. David Krenzel, not bad either. Brennan Renfrey, strong, quick. Derek Cooley, fast, strong, quick. Two good players there. Seth Buckner. Oh, wow. He's a stud. He's going to be so good. Deion Chapman. Blake Guzman. Not bad. Stephen Rushing, good. Mountain. Scotty Underwood. Technically, they already did franchise tag him, but I think they had somebody else they wanted to franchise tag. I can check, though. Wow, 4.53 40 for a pass rusher? Jeez, quickest guy, too. Yeah, Peter DeMarco's a lock for a top 5 pick, I'd say right now. Another good player. Rainey Dockery. Barry Nugent. Excellent. He's going to be a stud. Let's see. Kevin Sidney. Devin Sims. Decent. Okay, this is where things get a little bit interesting. Let's see what Roy Carswell is. Okay, so he's about average. Darryl Darden, about average. Keon Horn, 4.53, good strength, good agility. He's somebody who I think they said had 4th round talent written all over him, but he has good stats. Good tackling, good hit power, good player. Here's the best linebacker in the class in terms of overall ability. Great strength, great quickness, great stats. Rakeem Rumph, pretty good as well. Kent Jennings. Joshua Bankston, not bad at all. Bankston was where? He was my 14th best. Okay. Nico Roseman, 4.7, but really excellent player off the edge. Parrish Pointer, 4.67. He's a coverage guy. James Benedict, really excellent as an edge rusher. Fast, quick, Powerful. Good rip move. Going to be a good player. Okay, so now we get to corners. And I have no idea what these guys are going to look like. But there's a lot of really good players here. So if they have good combine stats, I'll be kind of happy. 4.46 for Dever. Not bad at all. Good agility. Good vert. All right, that's a good player. Darian Williams. Wow. 4.38 B+ man coverage. 21 years old. He's going to be an excellent player. Hopefully he drops, but he won't. Corey Whiteside. 4.62. That's not good. Definitely going to drop on my board. Trayvon Blanton. 4.34. Best in the class. Decent stats across the board. Christian Hightower, 4.42 as a zone corner. I can dig it. And Ali Boggle, 4.42. Another good zone coverage guy. Let's see. Who else? Joey Foote, 4.66. Ew. Nemin Bright, 4.48. Ace Nesbitt, 4.52. I scouted all these players. I just didn't save the file. That way I could do the prospect spotlights. Lacey Megget. Antoine Priester. Yuck. Marcus Coleman. Even worse. Anton Spaeth. Disgusting. Ugh. Okay, how about safeties? Reggie Canty. 4.49. Deontay Gallery, 4.44. I have him scouted. Deontay Gallery. He's a good player. Patrick Vlachos. He's the worst in the class in terms of his skills. Marcus Edmonds, 4.56. Nash Schaefer, 4.56. 4.57. 4.65. Dante Phillips, 4.49. Dante Phillips, not bad. He's a zone guy, too. Okay, Devin Edwards, 4.66. He was my best, or third best strong safety, and third best safety overall. Layden Rasmussen, not bad. Sam Moreland, still not bad. These are some good players. Dalton Bradshaw. Who else? Watts Hilliard. Okay, we're taking Watts Hilliard at some point. Yeah, I think that's probably ideal to take him. Yeah. Russell Ubody. Arsenio Bradshaw. Dylan Prude. No, we haven't gone through too much of that yet. All right, see you, JDS. So, free safety. Do we feel okay with our current free safety? We currently have Daron Harmon back there. Do we feel okay with Daron Harmon as our starting free safety? Yeah, I guess so. I don't think there's a lot going on there. I think we should probably consider getting another safety, just kind of throw in there. Good zone guy. Covers a lot of ground. Lonnie Ballantyne. His zone coverage isn't good enough, but boy, can he fly. Walt Aikens. Aikens isn't bad. D'Angelo Hall's not very fast. Michael Thomas, no. Is that Deion Jones? Don Jones. Former Brown, Jordan Poyer. Actually, Poyer's not bad. I'm okay with that. He has good man coverage skills. The only thing with Conti is his age. So he's kind of not in a good spot. I am wearing a Shad Houston jersey, yes. Okay, so for those of you who are just stopping in, we did a lot. Yeah, right. I'm not going to talk about that. Yes, Jordan Poyer is a very lucky man. Okay. Out of the guys who have signed so far, outside of DeAndre Hopkins for us, a lot of good things have happened. Dante Moncrief, Harkey. No, he just retired. Okay. I feel like we need one more player, and I think it should be a backup left tackle. Gary Gilliam. Oh, Marcel Bullard. We'll bring back Bullard. All right. So these are the players that we are going after right now. Bullard, Poyer, and Drew Stanton. And we signed DeAndre Hopkins to a 5-year, $80 million deal and Buster Screen. Fangupo, he did well. He was, I think, top 5 in Rookie of the Year voting for defense, which is definitely quality. I can tell you his stats. Actually, I can show you. I'll show you what DeAndre Hopkins has done the past few years. All right, let's take a look. Now that he's on the team, we're going to figure out his number in time. Nuke! So this is what he did the past 3 years. 11 touchdowns, 1,500 yards. 1,459 yards, 9 touchdowns. 93 receptions, 9 touchdowns, 1,400 yards. I mean, this dude is just killing it. Obviously awards, drafted 3 Pro Bowl appearances. He has all the traits. All the traits. This is what he did last year. Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 games over 7 receptions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 games over 100 yards. Yeah, he's ridiculous. Really, his longest reception was only 33 yards? Oh, wow. That's weird. So with that being said, we're going to figure out... well, Hopkins is... What? No, is he number 10 in real life? I feel like he is. Yeah. Okay, so he's going to stay number 10. He's earned it. All right. So now that said, let's move on to the next week. All right, we got Bullard, Stanton, and Poyer. Nice, just quick, easy, painless. See any other injuries? Or any other things? Yeah, I'll change the gear. Okay, no new stories for us. Oh, there we go. Not sure why that didn't show up. Oh, there we go. 10 draft stories. Maybe I just misread it. Wide receiver Corey Screen. Okay, so Corey Screen has a rough pro day. Wide receiver, Corey Screen, had a rough time at his pro day, dropping several easy passes on short routes. Yes, the draft will be this week. So, with that being said, let's take a look at what everybody else is doing. Signings around the league. Okay, Nigel Bradham to the Chargers, Dion Lewis to the Bills, Devontae Adams to the Titans, D Ford to the 49ers, Dante Johnson to the Dolphins, Hageman Bradford to the Ravens, not bad, Spencer Ware to the Jets, Christian Kirksey to the Redskins, how old is 35? 79 speed. I can't believe the Skip is trash talking me for all that I've done for him. Josh Lambo, Jerick McKinnon. All right. Really nobody else that we should be looking after. Surprised Aguayo is a free agent. I love Von Bell. He's going to be moving to a strong safety. Technically, he already is a strong safety, but let's just do that real quick. Oh, yeah. There we go. Yeah, so Von Bell is our starting strong safety. Fassett will be such a good safety. Dear God. Something we can consider for the future. Sanchez McNeil above DeJohn Smith. Okay, here we go to the wide receivers. It's going to be Hopkins. It's going to be Michael Thomas. It's going to be Kent Clemens in the slot, most likely. Maybe the other way around. Either way. Nuke is going to be the number 1. Thomas number 2. Kidd is going to be our core special teamer, like always. Tight end, not decided on. Left guard, I think we're going to give the opportunity to Trayvon Kraft to start there. Good strength, good impact, good stamina, good acceleration. Definitely feel like he's a good pickup there. Unger, I kind of want to leave there, but I also want to start Stuvance. Right guard, we'll leave Stuvance for now. And right tackle, I think we're going to keep Andres Pete there. Not that I'm a fan of that, but he's definitely better than Sean Coleman. Alrighty. Kruger definitely should not be above Dominique Easley. We're going to need a DT. Anthony, Houston, Gooden, Hastings. All right. So that's all of them. Nobody has any XP left. Basically, we spent all of it. But Ken Clemens is now a quick development. I'm not sure if we're drafting a safety or not, honestly. I want to see if there's anybody that didn't have a combine, because they're always interesting. Looks like everybody's got the combine grade. All right. Corey Whiteside, I am, but I don't know. All right, let's advance one more time. So we have our lineup pretty much set as of right now. And we signed Hopkins because we were forced to spend. The draft will be later this week. I'm not positive on the date yet, but I think we're going to leave it just right here. I don't think we're going to go any further. I'm going to start putting in all of the information for the combine. So with that being said, I think I'm going to end the stream here and just get to work because that's going to be a lot of work inputting all of that. If you want to follow it on Twitter, I'll continuously post the combine information as we go along. But that's pretty much it. So now the team is obviously in a better position for anyone who wants to come in. We're probably going to be using less twin tight end sets and a little bit more 3 wide now with Clements in the slot. But this is going to be an awesome upcoming season. I cannot wait to get to the draft. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm Moonlight Swami, and I will be uploading this immediately to YouTube, and I'll be talking to you guys later. Peace!